Want some free PTF from Gamma Labs? Go to facebook.com/Gamma Labs and comment MMA30 sent me. This week only, Gamma Labs will choose 5 winners for free Gamma Labs PTF. Head there now to win. Facebook.com/Gamma Labs.
You know, it really depends on how long GSP is gonna be out for. I mean, no doubt he deserves the fight. You know, he should get the GSP fight, and there's no real reason for him to risk, you know, losing his interim belt to somebody, you know, on the off chance that he has a bad night, and you know, and then he doesn't get that opportunity. But at the same time, you know, I'm of the opinion that, you know, if you are the champion and if you believe you're the champion, it doesn't matter who you're fighting because you're going to win anyway. So, you know, it's really dependent on how you view it yourself. You know, he certainly deserves it, and he's certainly within his rights to wait for GSP. But, you know, at the same time, if he is the champion and there are contenders, I think he needs to prove he's the champion.
I mean, it's kind of whatever he wants to do. If that's what he wants to do. Why is GSP taking so long to get better? Well, I mean, every time you fight, you get paid. So you could get paid twice versus just once. So I think it's not smart.
That's fine, you know. He's just focused on fighting against GSP right now, and he's willing to wait for him. So, I mean, that's definitely his choice, and you know, I think it's a smart one. You know, he has this time, this whole time right now, to train against a specific style. So I think, you know, when the time comes, he'll be ready.
I'm not real sure about the Condit situation. It sounds like he's waiting to have the fight with George St. Pierre, and I mean, how long does he have to wait? I'm not sure, but depends how long he has to wait. If you got 2 guys waiting and it's forever, that's you know, that's bad news. But he just wants that fight. He doesn't want to risk it. So to each his own.
I don't know. Once you beat somebody, I guess I wouldn't want to fight Nick Diaz again. You know, it was a good fight. Actually, I thought Nick won. But, you know, I wouldn't want to fight him again either. You know, move on to the next one. You got that one out the way and bring on GSP, I guess.
I think anybody that really wants to wait, they just want to get paid. And I think if you fight for the title, you get paid. If you got paid, you know, if it was like boxing, then it would make sense, because then you get paid on both counts. But I think he's just because UFC holds the card, so he waits until, you know, he becomes champ.
You know, that's his own. You know, it's up to him what he wants to do, and you know, I get that he wants to fight GSP. So, you know, why take any risk? And you know, anything can happen in any fight. So, you know, if he wants to fight a champ, good for him that they allow him to wait. So he deserves it too. You know, he had a couple really good fights, really good wins.
I think it's awesome. You know, like he's waiting for that guy, gives him time, you know, to get better and get a game plan. You know, but I mean, it just depends what that guy wants. Some people like to fight, you know, a lot, and some people would rather wait. Which, you know, I think it's great.
I don't see any problem with that at all. I think Condit's a gamer. That dude isn't worried to fight anybody. But you got to really think, everybody in the division is a huge threat. And after having the belt, winning the belt from a guy like over a guy like Diaz, you want to fight the champion so that you can have the belt, not the interim belt, not the #1 contender belt. You want the belt. And I understand why he would want to wait. Condit can just continue to improve and work on whatever he needs to do to get ready for that fight.
All right. I think it's a good idea for Carlos Condit to be waiting for George St. Pierre. You know, history is showing that a lot of times when guys don't wait, they inevitably don't get that title shot. And Carlos definitely deserves it. He's without a doubt the #1 contender. He's so talented. He's a gifted athlete. And he deserves it. You know, he's fought his way to be in this position, and so I think it's a wise decision for him to wait.
I think it's a smart move on his part. I think there's better fights. I mean, I'd like to see him fight some of the top level guys. I think Ellenberger's out there, obviously Johnny Hendricks. So we'll see what's up. I mean, that'd be a great fight. Ellenberger versus Johnny Hendricks. I think that'd be cool. Get a #1 contender out of that and fight him. So I think he should stay a little more active. But I mean, he's got a shot at GSP, one of the best, you know, champions of all time. So I mean, good for him. Wait for it.
You know what? When it happens, I just want to see an amazing fight. Because Carlos Condit versus George St. Pierre, it's going to be two stylistics that are going to be different. George is more of that technical fighter, and Carlos is going to be on that I'm going to kill you, you have something I want type of thing. So I want to see like just a fast-paced fight and see whose technique's going to be better.
You know, it's hard because it's funny to say this because I'm going through a similar thing. It's like you wonder how even a champion like GSP is going to come back from an ACL injury. And to be honest, I don't know yet. I'm about to go through this situation myself. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous about coming back and going through it. It's a long process. It's a tough process. But I honestly believe that a guy like GSP, if anybody, is going to do everything right, everything perfect to get through it, come back stronger, come back better. And I still take GSP in that fight. And I see him being able to take down Condit, stay out of the submissions, and win a 5-round decision.
You know what? GSP is always a gamer, so I think it all depends on who has a better game plan.
Well, you gotta look at GSP. That guy's been in so many title fights, but you also gotta look at kind of who's fought. Diaz, and that was a hell of a fight. And he did exactly, and he's got a great game plan too. So and between those two, they have both great game plans every time they go in a fight. It's gonna be like a chess match. It's just whoever messes up, and the person counters.
To be honest with you, I haven't really thought about that. Both guys are really good. Although I think that GSP's wrestling is gonna, it's gonna be a major factor again in that fight.
GSP. He's trained by Jean-Claude Van Damme. Nobody can beat him.
George St. Pierre, was a Winklejohn Jackson member, as is Carlos Condit. So it's tough because I love them both. I love both how they both fight. I believe that Carlos has sharper tools than George St. Pierre does. I think his striking's better. I think honestly his jiu-jitsu is probably better. And I think the only thing GSP has is wrestling, and Carlos is improving every time.
I think Condit's got a lot of dangerous things he can bring to the table, but I mean GSP is GSP. I think he'll come back as the champion he is. I think it'll be a boring fight. I'm not gonna lie. I think he'll go in there and take him down, and Condit will try to struggle to use his jiu-jitsu, but GSP is just too good with his defense, and I think he'll defend and grind out probably a boring victory.
For those who feel enough is not enough and failure is not an option, for those, there's Gamma Labs Pre-Training Formula, the next generation pre-workout supplement, a human enhancement formula designed to build a superior athlete. More power, more speed, more endurance, more mental focus, more of you.